As a black person, I could likely get the police called on me and they could possibly shoot me because I was there defending my business.
I'm here with Alfred Kendrick. We're outside Alfred's Fit Art Studio, which is on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Hello.
Hey, what's up everybody? How are you doing? Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. So, Alfred, can you just talk me through what we're looking at on the outside just before we go inside your studio?
Okay, basically you're looking at a collage of messages supporting the cause, the protest for Black Lives Matter, supporting the police department not killing innocent or unarmed black men without due process. I boarded up, I believe that was last week. I don't even know what today is between the...
So today's Friday, the West Hollywood protests were last Saturday,
Yeah.
and the killing of George Floyd was last week.
Okay, so sometime last week, whatever those dates you guys have to check, I boarded up because there's a lot of protests going on, but there was also a lot of agitators and outside influences causing trouble in the neighborhoods and kind of escalating the situation with the protests, and I just wanted to protect my business. As a black man, I felt that it was important, to be decisive in the way I protect my business. Therefore, I couldn't just stand out front or stand on the rooftop with a gun and expect my business to be protected that way, because as a black person, I could likely get the police called on me and they could possibly shoot me because I was there defending my business with a gun. Whereas if a white business owner was to do the same thing, they would automatically be assumed they're standing there to protect their property. And that's sort of the injustice that we're fighting against, or those biases, whether it's complicit or implicit, those are the biases that we're fighting against.
Thank you, Alfred. Can you just talk us through what's actually happened in terms of the pavement, the sidewalk in front of your property?
So someone came out and strategically laid a barrier of dog shit in front of my business and in front of the collage that we created for the Black Lives Matter cause. I believe that they just wanted to, cause a little bit of trouble, but it's okay. I'm not exactly affected by this. I mean, in order for these people to lay out this dog crap, they had to grab and touch the crap themselves. So either way, they're affected by the situation.
That's a very forgiving and very positive spin on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on inside. So Alfred, what would be your advice to a young black boy or a young black girl growing up in America in terms of how they can navigate the world, what change they can bring?
It's going to take a while for change to happen. As a black person in general, or any person of color, you have to understand that you cannot be mediocre and be successful. I think that's as simple as that. You cannot be mediocre and be successful. You have to be exceptional, right? We don't have lineage of wealth throughout our entire race in this country. We don't have hundreds of families and friends and relatives and a network of people that we can rely on to help us and to help us get to that next level. And with that being the case, if you want to succeed, there's going to be some time before there's change. You need to be exceptional if you want to take your life to the next level. I think I've been pulled over 20 to 25 times in my life. If a white person is in a particular neighborhood or maybe walking in the street at night and they maybe don't feel that safe, but they see one or two cops pass by, then they feel secure, like there's police patrolling. If I'm walking in the neighborhoods, particularly at night, and I see one or two cops pass by, I'm going, oh shit, I need to get off the street before I get pulled over, arrested, or shot by these police officers and I know they're probably going to harass me and watch me, because naturally, as a African American, I look suspicious.
Simple as that.
As a black man, you have to first have been a black kid, and in order to be a black kid, there's certain things that my mom had to teach me. For example, she taught me how to react if I saw the police, how I couldn't do the things that my white friends were doing at the time because I was black and it would be seen differently. She would tell me how to speak or code switch, how to change my speech when I was speaking to different people in order to get what I wanted or to be perceived as safe or be perceived as intellectual or be perceived as basically not trash, you know what I mean? And there was how to respond to my school teachers, how to respond to racism when it was affecting me, and basically how to achieve in life. You know, as a black person, I have to do things differently, and I have to speak and walk and talk differently than I would at home in order to get to the next level in life. And then one of the best lessons I did learn was knowing that being a black kid and a black teenager, I was being challenged every day by those implicit or complicit biases that I was able to circumnavigate the situation in order to achieve success.
Thank you. What is one way forward?
So whenever someone's dealing with any condition, you have to first do some sort of assessment, and then you have to acknowledge, and you have to diagnose and then create a plan. Right? That's the way we deal with all problems. Well, this is happening now in America, but we have to push this even deeper for everyone to actually acknowledge there is a problem. We have to acknowledge that there are implicit biases, even for people who don't consider themselves racist, who are running down the street yelling racial slurs, but they're there, and so acknowledging as deeply as possible as a culture and as a country, then we can focus on measures to move forward.
Thank you very much, Alfred. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for having me. Also, alfredkendrick.com. You guys take care.